Hey you guys, welcome back to IAMHER podcast, episode 11. So today's gonna be a little different, a little spicy. We're gonna dig into the talents of Delaware, and today we got the upcoming artist Jaylanie. Go ahead, girl.
Make some noise, y'all.
Yeah. Hey, so we're gonna dive into her upcoming, like what made her start, what's making her keep going, what's her goals for the future for, her career. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into that.
Yes, we are.
I'm excited.
I know. How do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, I never did a podcast at my house, so this is
Period, different.
But this has been a long time coming. We've been trying to plan this podcast for almost a month or two now. So I'm just glad that we were finally able to get our schedules aligned and get this together, because these my bitches right here. Like they seen Jaylanie when Jaylanie wasn't even, who she
rapping,
is.
Right?
Now let's get into that because everybody is viewing you as an artist, and honestly, like I want to bring it back. When we were in even high school, when we used to chill, bro, we used to be like, all right, relax. People don't know who you were before, so it's like give them something that they don't know about you that made you like this hustler, like, yo, I'm gonna go get it.
Well, I feel like growing up, I didn't grow up poor or anything, but my parents were your average middle class Puerto Rican parents from Wilmington. So it's like, I was never hungry, but I was never just spoiled or I remember when my dad first bought me Aeropostale, I literally cried because that was a big thing. And Aeropostale ain't that, but just to give you an example of how I grew up, they wasn't just handing shit out to us. Everything that I got, I had to work for it. When I was 13, I started working at McDonald's. So I always just knew if I wanted it, I had to go get it on my own because my parents weren't gonna do it for me. And I feel like that kind of carried, that transitioned into everything in my life, even my music, being a bottle girl, being a dancer. I always just carried that mindset, nobody's gonna hand it to me. And the music industry is a prime example of that. You really can't, you really gotta work for that shit. It's not just gonna come to you. There's so many people trying to do it. You have to put in that work every day. So
And I want to talk about, because me and you used to talk about some deep conversations, and seeing you now, I feel like mentally you're stronger. So before, when we used to be young girls, you used to go through your little depression, and
definitely
how'd you get out of that depressed state and kind of put it to the side, I know what my goals are. What kind of cleared it up for you? Enough is enough. Being in my head.
I feel like that's a good question. I feel like growing up, I think I was depressed because I knew who I was in my head and who I wanted to be, and I feel like it just never added up. I was in a really toxic relationship, so that really played a part as to why I was depressed. My family issues, it was just a lot. And also the way that I looked too, I wasn't really happy back there. I was really insecure about how I looked. So I think when I moved to Miami, that's when I really just got in the field. I was like, you know what, I can't just mope about and just be sad all day. If I want to look different, if I want a different life, then I'm just going to have to work for it and invest in myself, and that's what I did. But it's hard to get out of that depression. I still deal with it to this day. That shit is, for a lot of people, it just doesn't go away. You just have to learn how to suppress it. But I wouldn't say that I'm all the way happy or where I want to be right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, I feel you. Facts. It's hard to definitely get out of the mind when you're negative. So that's something that a lot of people deal with, and I feel as though people who are artists don't really talk about their mental and receiving crazy DMs.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I just feel like I'm a lot stronger than I was when I was younger, because I used to let every little thing gets me. Like if somebody would be
Right,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, you're pale, I would carry that and I would just feel sad. Or you're this, you're that. Like I would just like bottle that shit in. But now I kind of learned how to just, like I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. I feel kind of disconnected. Like when I see everything on social media, like I don't even feel like it's real. So when people say whatever they say, whether it's love or hate, like in my mind, like I just don't accept it.
Right.
Cause I don't know, it just feels like unreal in a way. Like I'm appreciative for it all. Like I'm happy to be in this position that God put me in, but I think it's just a little too soon for me to be able to really like take it as damn, like
Right.
this is really what's going on.
Nah,
But have you like sat back and be like, let me give myself some grace? You
No.
ever sit back and just be like,
bro, she
where I was before I dreamed to be where I am today?
I should.
You should.
I should give myself
You
some
should.
grace.
Because they out there giving you grace.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you giving yourself the grace because, like you said, God got you here. God got you through that
Yeah.
to get to where you are. So make sure you giving yourself grace throughout this period of your career just so, like, you can clap for yourself and make sure, like, you're not putting too much pressure on you.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I should. Like that's something I'm gonna start working on, but I just feel like I've been doing music, like being in the studio since I was like 18. So imagine 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 5 years of me, like, you know, that, and that's normal. Like people, it might take people longer. You can't compare to the next person how long your journey takes because what God got for you is different than what they got for the other person. But I'm a Virgo, so I'm a perfectionist. Like I feel like the reason that it took a little bit longer for me to get to where I was because I was super like perfectionist. Like I didn't want to drop. I didn't want to drop if it wasn't like perfect how it sounded in my head, and I feel like I got out of that last year, and that's when shit started going for me. Like whoever is trying to be an artist, you got to realize that it's never going to be perfect. You just have to start somewhere, and then you'll develop over time. Like you'll get better over time, but just drop whatever you got. Don't hold on to it.
All right, so I got a question for you. How has your flow, your lyrics, and passion changed since the beginning till now?
Oh yeah, well, when I first started rapping, I feel like I was a real rapper. Like I was like,
you better believe in yourself, girl.
Yeah, like I was
Stop
on
playing.
Instagram freestyling, like to Tupac, to Nicki Minaj. I would do all types of freestyles, like, and those are the people that I grew up listening to. So they'll always have an influence in my music. But I feel like I've, how you say, grown a little bit. Like now I'm more melodic. I like to play with different trends. I feel like every year, every so often, like there's a new wave or new sound that comes out, and I feel like what's gonna separate me from a lot of other people is my ability to ride all those waves and kill all of them. I'm me, and I'm gonna do me, but I'm gonna make it mine. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what's going on, what's out. I'm gonna always pop my shit on whatever's out.
On the way up to New Year's to New York, I heard behind, like, you know, stuff you didn't drop, bro, yo, you got so much on the tuck that like people don't even know. Yo, when it was playing, I'm like, this Lonnie? I'm like, yo, your music changed. Like the way that you be switching up is just like you make it look easy. I'm like, wait, what? This shit
So that takes us back. Like, how did you know, like, that was the flow? Like, yeah, this is, I'm gonna, like, this is where I'm at.
You know, it's crazy though. Like, I don't really have a specific flow. Like, even all my unreleased, like, each song sounds different. Like, it's all like its own body of work. And I don't know. I think in the moment, a lot of the music that I've made was up in New York with Meek or in Atlanta or, you know, whoever I'm around. So I'm somebody that really draws inspiration from my environment. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the songs that y'all are gonna listen to is really based on real life shit, like me in that moment describing what's going on around me.
I like that.
So
I definitely like that. I definitely like listening to music that tells a story.
Yeah.
So
I got a lot of stories.
Storytelling
okay.
is the best story, the best music. I'm telling you.
Yeah, facts.
So definitely tune into that. So, like, what is like? We know you performed everywhere. Like, what are the places that you even performed at?
Oh God. I performed in LA. I performed in Miami. I performed in New York. I performed in Philly. I performed in Delaware. So pretty much like all the major parts of the East Coast and a little bit of California. But I feel like this year I really want to tap into Houston. Like the Houston music crowd is crazy.
Okay.
I'm trying to fuck with them, and I would love to go up to Toronto. I actually randomly have a lot of followers from Toronto, so I want to go see that.
Okay.
I had a couple people reach out from Toronto and Canada, even in the UK. Like it's just crazy, like all the places that my music has been that I haven't been yet. Like I'm trying to catch up. For real.
Yeah.
The UK definitely show love.
What? And they're fire out there. Like all the bitches bad. Like
Yeah.
they got scammers, drug killers.
Yeah, you can definitely tell when they're from the UK.
Hello.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hello.
It's cute though, and you know
Yeah,
it's
it is
crazy.
cute.
They be having their little accents and their little slang. Like
Yeah,
okay.
facts.
Right.
So, didn't you? I feel like, don't you have a tattoo of J. Cole?
Oh, well, not of J. Cole, but
like Love Yours, right, or something like that.
yeah, I got this girl. I think this was one of my second tattoo.
Yeah.
It says "Love Yours." My ashy ass. Sorry.
So,
yeah.
what's the meaning behind that? Like, what made you get that? I want you to like explain more.
Well, that song by J. Cole, like if you don't know what it is, then you need to tap into it. But the whole song is basically about loving yourself and loving your life and loving the people that are in your circle. And you know, he basically says there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. And I feel like at the time I used to try to be like I would just compare, and I was really insecure, and I'd be like, damn, like I wish I was this, I wish I was that. So I feel like that tattoo to me is just like a message, like to just love where you're at and love who you are and appreciate where you're going.
That's definitely deep.
Yeah. I love J. Cole. I'm so mad that people don't really like. I mean, a lot of people listen to J. Cole, like he's a legend, but nobody be like really fucking with him for real.
It's because
Like,
he's so lyrical,
he's
but
so
like
lyrical. Like people don't want to listen to the words; they want to listen to the beat.
Yeah,
the beat is what's moving people
the
today.
ratchet, like,
but
booty
like
hole,
if you listen
brown.
to that, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying like hip hop is changing. The music is changing.
It is.
So how can everyone see you as different?
I feel like I can appreciate the new rap and the old rap. Like I like the lyrical shit, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I like the bad bitch thotty shit too. I think I'm gonna be a mixture of both. Yeah, because I do have a message and I do have a lot to say, and I do want my music to inspire others and to be honorable and to be authentic. And I feel like a part of it being authentic is showing like that we do be popping our shit. We do be road running. I do be like doing what I do, but at the same time, like I want people to be able to look up to me.
I want to ask you. I feel like I asked you this before, but you never give me like a direct answer. What's up with Spanish? Like, ¿qué lo que? Like,
I need
that's
to.
spicy.
That's like another market that like
everyone be telling me, and I've written my own songs in Spanish, but I feel like I'm not super confident in my Spanish to write a whole song. So if any artist in the Latin community want to tap in with me and come fuck with me in the studio and give me a hit, yeah, I'm on that. I'm on that real bad.
But how about you start small? Like you start your rap and then you come in with a Spanish part.
Yeah, I could do that.
That would be fire. That would be fire. Show them like, yeah, you can do 2 languages. Yeah.
Like Dímelo Papi or something.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like growing up in Delaware, I feel like we was just always at Merengue House. We was always at McGay.
The Hispanic parade.
Yeah.
On the stage.
And really most of my Delaware like fans come from like, you know, the clubs that we used to hang out at. So I gotta honor that. Like I need to do a little dembow.
Yeah,
Dembow.
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 I'm gonna make a dembow.
Dembow.
Yes.
Hey.
So that takes me to, what upcoming artists are you working with? Who you want to work with? What's going on with them? Get a little.
I would love to work with all the girlies, Caribou, Anicia. I
Mm.
love these. I love Babyface Ray.
Yes.
I just made a song I made a couple songs with Skilla Baby 2 days ago.
Okay.
That
That's
went
fire.
good, and they're fire bangers. I worked with Vori. You know, me and Meek got some shit going out too.
Okay.
He's actually dropping a collaboration of all his artists and shit like that. So
Oh, I'm on it.
Definitely stay on the lookout for that.
yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's fire.
for real. I wanna lock in with Rob 49. That was supposed to happen, but I was kind of tired that day. So
What?
Not
it was a lot going on.
Don't ever say that around me ever again. Cause what, bro?
When opportunity calls.
Yeah.
Nah, for real though.
Okay.
But you know what? There is a time and place for everything.
Absolutely.
And
for sure.
you know, these are people that are always gonna be
there
around.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So when it makes sense, we definitely gonna do that.
Yeah.
Don't rush it.
Facts.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So before we end this, like I said, I definitely want them to know a little bit more background of who you were before. So you went to college, right? What were you studying for?
I was studying for psychology. I was majoring in psychology. All the years of therapy I did, I was like, fuck it, like I could see myself being a therapist, but I don't know. I did like 9 months and I just dropped out. I guess college wasn't for me. I was good at it, but I just started to realize like, damn, music is really what I want to do, and I don't want to like invest my time into something that I'm not really passionate about. Like I'm a plan A type of person. Ain't no plan B.
Right.
Ain't no plan B. Like plan B is death. I don't know. Like I'm gonna do plan A and that's it. We gonna make it work.
No other plan.
Yeah. So, but you know, eventually once I get farther in my career and get more established, I would love to go back and pursue my entire education, probably get like a bachelor's degree, kind of like Kanye West did.
Okay.
Yeah, like once you become rich, like fuck it, just go, just to say you did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you got the funds,
everything's
and
an experience.
Yeah.
Everything, like if you look at things as an experience, it will be worthwhile.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? And it's always good to get an education. Like I feel like nowadays, not a lot of people are going to college. Like a lot of people are just, you know, hustling or creating businesses, which is great, but let's not forget how important it is to be able to communicate properly, professionally, handle yourself well in business, be knowledgeable in technology. Like those are all things that you could carry like with you, even with music. So, you know, don't be so fast to drop out like I did. If that's what's in your heart, then of course, like follow what your heart says, but you know.
Yeah, definitely follow back on that. Like even after school, it don't stop. Knowledge shouldn't be stopping at all.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't stop after high school or college. It should continue. Even when you're talking to someone, you should learn something. That's the whole point of, you know, go back. That's why we went to school.
Right.
Like that's why I went to school.
Facts.
So that's dope how you using, you know, everything you've been through in your song. That's dope. That's honestly that. To be a storyteller is great.
Honestly, I'm about to drop a project coming up in February. My first EP is going to be called 1111. So we wrapping up everything right now and making sure everything is everything. And then I'm having like a signing party, listening party. So I'm dropping some
love
shit.
This for you.
So where you gonna do it at?
We were thinking about Philly, but we leaning towards New York right now. We're just picking out some venues, but yeah, a lot of good things coming. I'm excited to share this journey with y'all. All my supporters, all my loved ones, my girls.
Yo, it's so fire just seeing you turn into someone that you always like used to speak of. Yo, it's so crazy. Like,
thank you.
And then it's just so much that people don't know. It's so hard to put it even in one podcast.
Yeah.
So we definitely would have to do a second podcast.
I would love to come back.
Yes. So with that being said, this is Jaylanie. Don't sleep on her,
Don't
because my
sleep.
baby, she's
It's
shining.
Lonnie.
She
It's
coming
Lonnie,
up.
baby.
She
Yeah.
going up. She only going up.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having
So,
me, guys.
Make
Yeah,
sure y'all
anytime.
tune in. Y'all listen to her music. Download her music on what?
On everything.
On
Yeah.
all platforms. Make sure you
All
do that on all
platforms.
If you're not
platforms.
listening to her, what are you doing?
Bad bitch music.
Yeah, for the bad bitches.
If you get it, you get it.
Period.
Yeah. So with
Period.
that being said, thank you, Lonnie, for having us.
Yes.
And
Thank you for
you
having
guys
me.
stay tuned for the next episode.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye, guys.